Hey guys, it's the start of the year, so it's time for me to do a little rundown of what my commitments for the year are going to be. So for those of you who don't know, I do commitments rather than resolutions because, well, it just sort of makes a better psychological feeling for me to commit to things rather than to resolve or what. It makes more sense in my brain. Last year I had an overall theme. This year I'm not bothering. It didn't really work for me, and I'm just going to try and sort of do my commitments as they are. So my commitments this year are under two headings: creative and health and life. The first commitment under the heading of creative is to bullet journal each month. I started bullet journaling a couple months ago. I've been really enjoying it and finding it a really productive and crafty way of doing things. So I'm doing some crafts-based bullet journal stuff and really quite enjoying it. It's been really good for me. I'm still in the middle of setting up January's one, so I'm not going to show you it right now. I'll show you it in the January into February one, once I've got that done and everything. But I'm really enjoying doing that. I'm doing it, and I think it's a good thing for some other stuff in my life. The second commitment under the heading of creative is to make videos more cohesive and organised, and hopefully set up a proper stable schedule once I am more stable in my life. So I'm really wanting to get my videos to the point where I am able to sort of have a theme behind the entire channel a bit more. At the moment, it's a kind of hodgepodge of vlogs and media criticism and reviews and stuff like that, and some recommendations for media and some just life everything. And that's probably not going to change, but it might get a little bit more put together or more like cohesive. I want it to sort of all fit together a bit better than it currently does. And also, I'm just wanting my sort of schedule to actually be more consistent as well. So I'm wanting to have a day that I do videos, doing at least one a week. But if I'm doing something else with my life at the time, I'm wanting it to be able to just chug along as it is, sort of thing. I think that it's going to take a bit of work to do, and I also want to just sort of explain the channel again. So I'll probably have a new channel trailer up this year at some point. We'll see if I get organised enough to do that, but that's the plan at least. The third and final commitment under the heading of creative is to work on a creative project monthly, writing, filming, etc. I found that doing NaNoWriMo this past year, really helped me have a focus on a project. And I've done this sort of thing before, I've had this one in my commitments before, but I think that I can really make it work, maybe, if I have a proper goal going into a month. Thus far, January hasn't had one, but I'm going to work something out, and by the start of next month, I will have probably got something in place, and I will tell you all about it. And hopefully I have a proper creative thing I'm wanting to do, like writing or filming, or I want to make something properly. The first commitment under the heading of health and life is to exercise a minimum of once a week. Now, this is just sort of continuing on from last year. I basically exercised at least once a week most weeks last year, and hopefully I'll be able to keep it up this year. But we'll see. I've been just doing the 7-minute workout so far. Hopefully I'll be able to sprinkle in some other stuff and do a bit more exercise than just the 7-minute workout, because I think that I need a bit more going on in that. We'll see. The other thing I found with that was it's really hard for me to keep track of things unless I wrote them down for how long and how whatever I did exercise-wise. So I'm going to hopefully be able to use the bullet journal as a way of keeping track of that, hopefully. The second commitment under the heading of health and life is to have a social engagement in some way, shape or form once a week minimum. And basically, again, this kind of led on from last year's ones where I think I did okay with it, but I have no way of knowing properly. I think that I want to just make a more concerted effort to be with people and that sort of thing, but I have no idea if I actually did or not. So I'm going to hopefully keep better track using the bullet journal as to whether I've done social stuff each week. I'm not going to be like rushing out to try and do some if I haven't done some by the end of the week or whatever, but that's my thought, is that I will use it as a basically tracking device for myself on whether I've done social stuff. And I just like seeing people and being with people, so I just wanted to sort of have this part of it. And it's a thing that I struggle with sometimes, so. And the third and final commitment under this or any other heading is to progress my career. I'm going to apply for jobs, I'm going to try and do some work experience, whatever sort of thing I can do. I have not had a job since I left Ladbrokes 2 years ago. No, coming up on 3. I left to do my uni stuff, and then I haven't actually had a chance to really get anything. I've applied for jobs for like 6 months, if not more, and not gotten anything. I need to do something bigger. I need to get something behind me so I can actually make some progress in my career. So I'm needing to bring in money, I'm needing to put myself out there and hopefully just be in the right space. I want to get more done and more out there, so that's the plan. Ideally, I would like to get a job before, not the end of this month really, but I don't know how likely that will be. We will hopefully just keep checking in and we'll see how things go. Things that I know are going on in my life outside of my commitments that I can think of. I'm getting married this year. Getting married. That's scary that it's getting so close. So there'll probably be a lot of marriage and wedding sorting out over the course of basically 9 months. So we will just keep going and hopefully that will go off without a hitch and not impact everything else too badly, but we will see, and I'm gonna just sort of leave that there. So those are my New Year's commitments. I think I've got some interesting ones to move forward with, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me know in the comments down below what your New Year's commitments, resolutions, whatever you do are. I would love to know, so tell me down there. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails over there to see other videos by me, click on the link in the description down below to join my Discord, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!